Hey everyone, welcome back to Pokemon Rejuvenation. Also, Happy New Year's! Looks like we all made it to 2020 alive, and well, hopefully. So anyways, on the last part of Pokemon Rejuvenation, we dealt with Groudon, and you're given a choice between handing over the Magma Stone to save the Elder's life and, well, not handing it over. The better choice is not handing it over, but you can choose what you want. This is kind of a section of the game where the paths split for a short period of time. So for the moment, we're just going to continue onward, like normal. Well, did you two find what you needed? Yes, we retrieved what we were after. It wasn't easy. I mentioned how I'm too old for this. Plenty. Quite. Where's Alita? I don't know. I walked down here as soon as I could. So something I didn't show off earlier was if we surf over this way and go down these vines. In this room there's actually a hidden moonstone, so you might want to grab that. Could be useful. I really wanted to make sure I mentioned that before we actually left this place. Alita? Alita? Alita, can you hear me? Please wake up. Is something the matter? What did you do to her? I didn't do anything to her. You must have done something while Icy and I went through the door. That's not possible. I couldn't have moved from my spot. Don't you remember what I said? I heard you loud and clear, actually. Gentlemen, what was the second condition? You mentioned it before, then 2, yes? Ah, the second condition. Like I said, you guys don't have to worry. Oh my god. I'm so stupid. Toman, what was the second condition? I'm so sorry. It's been a while since I've interacted with people outside of Team Zen. Please forgive me. Hey, get back here. I see, you have to go after him. Once you do, bring him back here. So, going after him really isn't that hard. We just have to go all this way out the cave and he's right there. Look, I'm really sorry this happened. I wasn't thinking. If I could go back and say something, I would. What's happening to me? Could I have been terminated? Was I safe in that place before? I have to go back. And he's gone. So that's really unfortunate. We just have to go back to the eldest without that. Well, did you catch him? I see. I can't believe I actually let this happen again. After everything that's happened up to this point, I've learned nothing. I've done nothing but disappoint you, Kita, and even you, Vivian. Your sacrifices mean nothing because of my incompetence. If I just listened to my instincts and refused to come here, this wouldn't have. There's a reason you came here, and that was to get the Magma Stone. And now you have it. So return to your friends, wherever they may be, and tell them what has happened here. Tell them what happened to poor Alita. I will remain here. Yes, I believe that's what I'll do. This means that you'll have to find some other way to purify Shadow Pokemon on your own. You can use the shrine at Purity Forest to perform this ceremony. Now go. Take that Magma Stone and fulfill whatever duty you had. So with that, we have no choice. We have to leave, and we have to either go to our friends, or we have to go to the TM shop. And trust me, it's a long way out of here. Escape ropes don't work, you have to go through the whole entire cave. So, I'll see you then. So if you chose to keep the Magma Stone, we can come here to the lovely Kristiline town, and apply it to defrost the TM shop. This is obviously the better choice. Baraha, look! They're back! You're back! Took quite some time, but did you do it? You did! Thank you so much, Icy. If Angie is gone, that means we can sell our wares again. It means more than that, old man. It means we don't have to live in fear anymore. Of course you deserve this. Please, if you wish to stock up on powerful TMs, this is the place for you. And then they kick us out, but we can still go back in. It's just really weird. But anyways, the TMs they have are very, very expensive. These are the cheaper ones. Vacuum Wave is a priority special fighting attack. The main good ones would probably be something like Sucker Punch. Zap Cannon's like really chancy. Own Claws is kind of okay, but look at that price tag. And the rest of these are just kind of iffy. But that's assuming you got a piece of the Magma Stone. What if you didn't? Well, if you didn't, basically the story would be the same up to this point still. If you didn't grab a piece of the Magma Stone, then unfortunately you would have to go straight back to Telia Resort, which is what we have to do now regardless. So I'll meet you there. So if you didn't get a piece of the Magma Stone, you would immediately rush over here. But regardless of what you do, you're gonna see this cutscene anyways. Melia, what are you doing? You need to rest. No, I'm tired of resting. Everything that's happening right now, it's all because of me. Everything. I don't want to cause any more pain. No one else should suffer because of me. Angie was right. I pulled my friends all over this island because I was afraid. I have to do this on my own, VNM. Please don't follow me. And with that, we just have to go to the rooftop, and what happens here could be really different. Again. VNM, what happened? Why did Melia just take off? I leave you alone for a moment, and this is what happens. She tricked me, okay? I can't say anything else. After you gave her the medicine, she said she needed to drink some water. So I went to the kitchen to get water for her, and the next thing I knew, she was gone. Goodness. Where would she even fly off to? She said she wanted to take care of things herself. She went off to Valor Mountain by herself. What are we going to do? Icy, did you figure out a way to melt that ice? In that case, did you get what we needed? You did? Great, now give it here! There, I already got it on one of my Pokemon. Which one? Oh, you know, one of them. Anyway, we're wasting time. Got what we need, so we should get going. You two go ahead. I'm going to get Braixen, Saki, and Adam. So you'll have a much different conversation right there if you did not get the Magma Stone, and instead they will send you off to look for Crawli to find some other way into the mountain. So actually I do have the save file ready for that, so let's have a look at that. This is my save file where I did not, or where I did hand the stone over, and again, you would head straight back to Telly Resort. You see the same cutscene, except Melia is somehow not on the Togekiss. And for the most part, it's the exact same. For instance, if we move up here to the top, it's right here where you'll have some differences where VNAM will acknowledge that you don't have the Magma Drift and that you can't get into the mountain. Valor acknowledges that Crawli would have told you if there was another way, but you don't have any other option. You have to go find Crawli and tell him what's going on. So I skimmed through a lot of that, but that's mainly because most of the conversations are pretty much the same. Like, even the conversation with the eldest in the Groudon chamber, in the chamber where you find Alita, it's only slightly different regardless of your choices. So anyways, on our way to find Crawli. Again, if you're looking for Crawli, the easiest way to find him is pretty much right here, inside of his gym. You would head all the way into his gym room, and even beyond that, to have a cutscene where VNAM is questioning him. You're telling me that you had this place hidden this whole time? I see, this guy apparently had a second way into the mountain and didn't tell anyone. All these problems could have been avoided if you just told us about this. I already told you why I wasn't able to disclose information about this place. This door is extremely risky to open up. It leads to the bottom area of the... I don't care if it's risky or not. This information would have been useful anyway. And I don't care if you're scared of opening it because Icy and I have stuff to do. So if you would excuse me... I said don't open it. Valor Mountain is too unstable if you open it at the wrong moment. She opened it. Nothing seems to be happening, but knowing my luck. Remember when I told you that my dad found me down here when I fell down and got lost? He went all the way to Valor Mountain and dug all the way down here just to find me. But it was really dangerous. We almost died down here because magma leaked through the hole in the wall. My dad may seem like a dance-crazed, midlife crisis weirdo, but he really does care about me. Sorry that I told you that, but that door brings back some dark memories that I wish I didn't have to remember. You can go on then. Save your friend. And again, at this point, on either save file, or either path that you chose, you would have this cutscene by Professor Jenner. Hello and welcome. My name is Professor Jenner. Sometimes, I often wonder to myself if things will be alright. Then I think about it. Can Pokemon feel this way? An eerie sense of disaster. There's a certain Pokemon called Absol that comes to mind when I contemplate things like this. Absol's entire existence is based around disasters, which means this Pokemon lives its days seeing nothing but disaster and turmoil. What paranoia does this beast suffer from? It's truly a sad Pokemon. A Pokemon that never has a happy ending. I wonder if there are humans like that too. And again, after entering the mountain, you will see this guy, regardless of which path you took. So the famous Icy finally made it. You sure took your sweet time. Here, take this. You want to scale this mountain. You probably don't want to wait for it to change its mood by itself. If you did, it'd take days for you to get up halfway. This vial contains what's called emotion powder. Sprinkle this over the gems found here. The mountain will shift moods instantly. Unfortunately for you, Team Zen found a way to suppress these crystals. I was able to harvest enough energy to activate a single calm crystal in this room. But that's all. I'm not exactly sure how to go about activating the other crystals, but you'll figure it out eventually. That's all I had to say. I'm out. Oh right, you're probably here to save that red-haired girl too. She's 2 floors beneath this one, but good luck saving her. Team Zen didn't realize that they stumbled upon a powerful Pokemon's home. Saving her is up to you though. If you don't want to, I'm sure things will work out for the best. I think. So welcome to Valor Mountain. We have the healing star right here if you need it. And for the most part, regardless of which path you took, they're basically at the same point now. So you could run around if you want. But for starters, when he talked about crystals, well, the best example is all the way over here, which is this crystal right here. This crystal is brimming with calmness. The mountain started to cool down. Unfortunately, that changes that crystal. And unfortunately, the Team Zen grunt is right there, so we're gonna have to kick his butt. Right, so I took care of this grunt, and I actually went ahead and took care of the grunt over here as well. So we can move on. We can move all the way back to the healing spot, if you want. Or we can go ahead and move down here. So there's nothing down here. If you were to drain the water, actually, somehow, then this would actually be a path leading back to Crawli's gym's basement. But you can't do that. Instead, we're going to go ahead and move down here to this Chamber of Awakening. Yeah, this probably seems really, really familiar. Only when the beast is defeated will the ones who awakened it be freed. There's a Zygarde Cell down here. And if you step up, well, this says the same thing. However, there's a really big difference. I like to think that regardless of the path, whether or not you gave the Magma Stone away, that it's the same here, but it's really not. You need to have kept part of the Magma Stone in order to access this next part. However, if you did choose to take part of the Magma Stone, then you'll get an option to step in the center of the circle. That's never a good idea. And it looks like we summoned something. And if we come all the way back here, we'll find Kyogre. So I'm just going to send out my Amoonguss here. I believe this Kyogre has Tidal Wave, Ice Beam, Whirlpool, and Thunderbolt. It might have Thunder on the harder difficulties, I think. Also has the Damp Rock for certain this time. Here on my alternate save file, we did actually take the Magma Stone, or part of it anyways. So when we talk to this tablet, instead we'll have an option to stand in the center of the circle now. That's never a good idea. Sounds like it's coming from behind you. So it looks like we summoned something, didn't we? So if you move all this way, you probably should have saved a little bit before this. You'll encounter Kyogre. So this one's a toughie. It's holding the Damp Rock, so, welcome to 8 Turns of Rain, and it has Tidal Wave, Ice Beam, Whirlpool, and Thunderbolt. Could be running Thunder on the harder difficulties, actually. But I have Amoonguss here. Amoonguss is the MVP here. It should tank this Ice Beam, unless it's crit, and get a Toxic going. And from there, it's just waiting and whittling down this Kyogre with the Toxic. So, I'll see you in a bit. And there we go, that's Kyogre down. And from here, we'll have a very heartwarming cutscene. I see. You came to save us? Well, what do you have to say for yourself then, Medellis? Well, for starters, this whole thing was a colossal failure. That's obvious! You almost got all 3 of us killed! What the hell was the point of all this anyway? Well, see, the funny thing about that... Tesla, I'm... your biggest fan. You're my what? I was always a fan of your work, even when I wasn't a Zen admin. I was sort of hoping you'd come here by yourself so that I could somehow impress you with my strength. So you kidnapped my daughter? I agree my methods can sometimes be unconventional, but putting all the data together, I had a 48% chance of success. That's less than half. Correct, but I've done my research and I've come to the conclusion that Gear's plan only has a 47% chance of success anyway, so I actually had the best chance here. But that means that if I failed, then surely Gear's plan must fail too. That's not how this works. Well, that being the case, I think I'm just going to mosey on out here. This whole thing has gotten me all down and tired. I think I'll be taking a break for a while. As long as Madam X doesn't find out about this whole thing, I should be quite fine. As for you... I see. Just take this, okay? Don't say another word. Is that a key? Yes, it is a key. I have to thank you somehow for saving our lives. You were the one who did it, correct? Well, I don't see anybody else around here. It seems like Icy was the one to save us, yeah? Good. This will be my only act of kindness you'll ever get from me. So don't get used to it. Goodbye. Well, that was quite strange. You must be strange if you think joining Team Zen is a good idea. I think you're totally right, Amber. Well, anyway, let's get you home, okay? We have business to attend to elsewhere. So let's get out of here together. Mom, wait. What's wrong, dear? I have to apologize for the way I've acted. The way I've been acting. Oh dear, there's no need. No, Mom, just listen. I've been a terrible daughter to you for a long time. I was never grateful, I never wanted to talk to you. I even tried to pretend that you weren't my mother because I thought you only tolerated me. But I was wrong. You came to save me when I was in danger. Everyone here risked their lives so that I could be safe, and I do nothing but kick and scream. So, I'm sorry. It's alright, dear. I'll love you no matter what. Just remember that, okay? So if that isn't heartwarming, then I don't know what is. This whole cutscene and dealing with Kyogre is completely optional. And I'll go ahead and spoil what the key that we got from Medellis is for. It's basically for getting worlds, but we can't do that right now. So we're going to go ahead and heal up our team, and this time, regardless of which path you've taken, you definitely want to come over here. If we make our way over here, at this point, we'll overhear a scientist talking to himself. Interesting. Those crystals contain energy that can potentially change the mountain's feelings. It's a good thing we came up with a way to steal that energy. Fortunately for those rebels, changing the mountain's mood is the only way to progress. Too bad no one's around to hear me ramble. Yeah, about that. And if you come down here, this path isn't going to be blocked off anytime soon. So there's nothing down there. Let's just confront him. What? Oh no! Were you listening to that whole time? It's just my luck. I won't let you do anything with these crystals. Nothing! That's annoying. I'm going to go report this immediately. All the Valor crystals were re-energized. The cave was filled with fiery anger. Wait, no, don't activate that just yet. And he's gone. So again, this is another bit where our paths are going to split a little bit. If you have Magma Drift, you can actually come over here and we can grab the Zygarde Cell right over here. And you could come over here, there's this optional grunt that you could fight if you really want to. Why does my team want me to apologize so badly? Whatever I did, I'm sorry, okay? That guy's kind of part of a meme here. We'll see what's going on later on, though. So now this time we have to take this method out. We can heal up over here. There's absolutely nothing that we can do over there. And instead, you'll come this way and you'll realize that you can't go forward. Even if you have Magma Drift, you can't actually surf on the magma over here. So instead we have to come all the way over to this pillar, and we have to hit it a couple times. This will make some of the ceiling fall down, and we can then cross over here. And we can find this guy over here that wants us to apologize. We take care of the grunts in here. There's one there, one there. It's the same concept as earlier. We go over to this pillar, and we basically just whack it a few times. Turns out violence does solve everything. And if we move up here... Oh boy. Oh, would you look at that? I see got the Valor crystals to work again. It's true, they have. It's a good thing we've thought of everything. See this wall we have here? You can't pass with this wall here, right? Does this happen to drive you up the wall? I bet you thought you could waltz right in here. Haha, yeah. P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. What? I don't know. Right, well, you get that picture. No passage for you. Come back later. Except don't. Please don't. So you probably see the rock climb spot right here and you're just like, oh, we just go up here and we fight them. But you can't do anything to them up here. But something better happens. All we have to do is move away. Whoa, what's that? Huh? What are you babbling about? Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey, stop! Stop! I have no idea what that thing is, but it's glorious. Haha, yeah! Saki, I told you not to go so fast on this thing. You kind of forgot to install seatbelts back here. Bada boom, bada bing, I got something real nice for you. Yeah, baby. Let me slip it to you real slow. Why are you talking like that? This is the way I talk. You got a problem? Suck on a road spike. I was hoping you would fail in getting that super op TM. I would have used this bad baby to blow shit up. What I don't get is why you didn't build something like this before? I didn't know I could, man. I tried and I succeeded. That's all that matters. Brigson is lucky she didn't have to ride on this thing. I think I'm gonna be sick. Brigson is my homegirl, real talk. She believes in me. I made this thing real bumpy. Specially made for y'all. Is this my punishment for changing my mind earlier? You got it. I see. You owe me for breaking down this wall for you. Next time I see you, I won. Oh boy. And bitch better have my money. That's great. And then people wonder why Saki is my favorite character. She's amazing. Wait, excuse me. Oh, I see. It's me, Rena. Rin's sister. I tried to fly to West Gear and got too close to this mountain. They shot me down on sight. Could you find a way to get me out of here? Please? Oh, must we? Thanks a lot, Icy. I'll repay you somehow. Just you wait. And everybody's going on ahead. I don't know, should we? Maybe we should end it here. One thing that we can actually show off really quickly. So this rock climb spot right here is here for a purpose. So instead of going up on the wall and just beating the heck out of the bad guys, we can actually come up here and we can find this Tepig running around. Tepig looks famished. Yeah, well, he's lucky I'm not famished. I mean, all the sausage and Sword and Shield had to come from somewhere. Anyways, if you give this a gourmet treat, it'll still be hungry. So, give it another one. And you really are a pig. And after 5 gourmet treats, Tepig is invigorated now and it's ready to play. And we still have to catch it. You, it's shiny. I don't want you. But anyways, go ahead and catch the Tepig if you want, and I'll be right back. So anyways, with that Tepig caught, I think this is a good time to actually end things now. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, hope it helped, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.